Today, I'm going to show you how to rank #1 on Google using Claude AI SEO. So I'm going to show you some of the best ways that I use to rank #1 on Google with Claude AI SEO. This is very free. It's easy to do. Anyone can replicate it. You can see us ranking, for example, for this keyword 1, 2, 3 times in the Google AI overviews. And then also you can see us ranking with YouTube here, then LinkedIn, then YouTube again, then X, then our school. We basically dominate for that particular keyword. And you see us even ranking our Reddit article right there, multiple times on the first page, another time here, right? And so basically, I'm going to walk you through the whole process in terms of how you can rank #1 multiple times on the first page of Google using this method. And it's simple, it's easy, anyone can replicate it, it's completely free to get started. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get started with this today. All right, so basically what we're doing here is we're targeting a low competition trending keyword, right? So if you look, for example, at this keyword, Claude Operon, that's something that just leaked from Claude very recently. It's a trending keyword. A lot of people are interested in it, right? And so what we're doing here is we're targeting something that is low competition, trending, high volume, right? A lot of people interested in Claude, a lot of people interested in the Claude code leaks. And this is a method you can use to start ranking. Here's another one. If you have a look, we're ranking for this keyword as well, Hermes AI SEO. OpenClaw AI SEO as well, right? So we follow that format over and over again, just targeting low competition keywords, right? So they're easy, low competition, trending. That's the criteria. That's what you want to do here. And that is step #1. Then from here, what we're doing is we're using Claude to automate content, right? So this is stage #2. So we're using Claude to automate the content. Now, how do we do that? Let me show you how we do that and the process. So if you go over to Claude right here, you can easily get it to create content around whatever you want to target. So let me show you an example. This is my favorite prompt for doing this. I've got a lot of training on this in the AI Profit Border. Basically, we go over to Claude here, we type in our keyword, and then it can create content specifically tailored around me, right? And so it's just a copy and paste method where I can type in my prompt and then we can start ranking. So for example, if we put Claude AI SEO as the keyword that we're trying to rank for, and we say create an SEO-optimized article for this, using this method, you can see that we're basically automating the content, but we're tailoring it towards us, right? So everything inside the article is going to funnel traffic to our main pages. Everything is about optimizing it, so easy to read, feel conversational, add FAQs, add sub-headers, keyword in the first line, last line, make it engaging, interesting, write it first person, chop everything up and make it easy to read, sprinkle in some stories occasionally, write in the tonality of Alex Hormozi, right? And so we can just rinse and repeat that whole process every single time, over and over. Very easy to replicate and start using. So you can see now it's beginning to create the SEO optimized article, right? And this is really cool because you could actually have like multiple different tabs open, and then you can actually create 4 or 5 different videos or blog posts targeting this keyword, right? And so if you look at this particular method, we're ranking here, #1, we're ranking there, #2, right? Let's see if we're ranking anywhere else here. Yeah, we're ranking with 2 shorts here as well. And the same, if we type in this keyword and you see it's ranking here and here, with Reddit here as well. So this is Reddit. And then also with YouTube again here. So 4 times here. And then you see how we're like creating unique articles. So the content here is completely unique, but we create articles across multiple platforms. So our website, LinkedIn, social media, right? And it's very easy for us to dominate the first page. We don't just want to take the first slot. We want to take multiple slots on the first page of Google. So how do we do that? We can either go inside the chat here and say, create another version of this. That's one way. Or you can actually just take the exact same prompt here, like that, plug it in here. And then what I like to do is I'll go over to something like here and I would get a transcript related to the topic, right? So let's have a look here. So for example, I could take this example from my video and use that to create something even more unique because it's got my case study, it's got my information inside this transcript. And so when we start creating the article, it's going to be a lot more unique and tailored to us, right? And so you can even see it's pulled in the data from that particular case study. And again, it's really easy to create in one click. The content itself reads, I don't even think about hiring human writers anymore because if you're using a human writer, they'll never write this content. They'll never write as fast. It will never be as interesting. It will never be as well formatted. And it'll be, you might be talking about 100 times more expensive than if you create through Claude, because Claude itself has a free tier, right? So you can create content for free with Claude using AI SEO. You can create multiple articles, and then you can dominate the first page of Google, just like we're doing, right? LinkedIn, YouTube, juliangoldie.com, we can just create content across multiple different platforms and easily start ranking. Even like smaller channels can start ranking. This is a pretty small channel, like only 700 subscribers, but it ranks on Google for that keyword. Why is that? It's because if we go back to our keyword strategy, we're targeting low competition, trending, and high volume. So if we talk about the content, how do we do this, right? So you add source context, aka information about you, right? So add info about you. Then you're going to make sure that you include keyword and ideally add your own data, case studies, or at least a story and experiences, right? Something that's unique to you, basically. That's what you want when you're doing all of this. All right, so that's stage number 2. And then stage number 3 is, I would call this the multiplier or the 10x method, right? So there's 10 blue links on Google, which means you can create 10 pieces of content and rank 10 times for that particular keyword. So if you look here for this keyword, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times on the first page of Google, right? Pretty crazy. So if we go back here, this is multiply 10x, right? You want to get all 10 slots on the first page of Google equals more traffic because you're dominating. And then how do you do that? Replicate plus you need content across multiple platforms. And that could be, if we have a look here, that could be on a YouTube channel, right? Like we've got. It could be on a LinkedIn post. LinkedIn ranks pretty well too. And this is a nicely formatted article. Again, funneling traffic to the pages we want to get traffic for, right? And also, the cool thing about this is you build an email list whilst you're doing it. Then you've got the website itself, right? So you can see our website ranking for that particular keyword. Then we've got another YouTube video. And from here, we have Reddit ranking too. So if we go here, this is actually a subreddit page that's ranking. And again, that's funneling traffic to our pages here. So you see how this works? Basically, you got keywords, low competition, trending, high volume. That's stage 1. Stage number 2, add information about you, include the keyword, and generate the content. Ideally, you add your own data, case study, story, and experiences. This is important because when you're generating content, like it needs to be unique. Otherwise, it's just going to look like generic AI slop. So every single one of these articles will include unique information about me, who we are, what we're doing, etc. Here's an example, right? And so what we're doing is adding CTAs to make sure we drive traffic to the pages that are going to generate our sales. And then the final stage is multiply 10x, right? The beautiful thing about Claude is very good at replicating the process. It's very good at following the same process over and over again. It's very good at writing. It's the best AI at writing. And so you can get all 10 slots on the first page of Google. You get more traffic because you're dominating. And then you can replicate and create unique content across multiple platforms. And that's basically what we're doing, to rank multiple times on the first page of Google. And the cool thing about this is when you're ranking across multiple platforms, like we're doing, you're basically unstoppable. Because if one page gets taken down, no problem. We've got another page, we've got another page, we've got another page, right? And there's no limit to the amount of platforms you can post across. There is just a limit to the number of slots you can get on the first page of Google, and that's no problem, right? That's no problem. But that's basically how it goes. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get a free SEO strategy session that shows you how to do this for your business, feel free to book in a call via the link in the comments description or go to juliangoldie.com. And directly on this website, you can book in a free SEO strategy session where we'll basically look at your site one-to-one on a call, tell you exactly what you need to improve, how you can rank, how you can get more traffic, how you can get more customers and generate more sales from Google. And we'll give you a free domination plan on that one-to-one call. So feel free to book it in. And thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.